Alright, so what's going on, guys? It's Matterz, and we're actually going to be taking a step back here and making a video talking about a bunch of stuff regarding the giant Black Ops 3 Zombies map, a bunch of random Easter eggs on this map regarding secret rooms, a really random secret PAW Easter egg, and then also looking at something that just surfaced. I saw it in COD Zombies HQ. It's the M1911, basically, the pistol that we saw back in Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2, being within this map on this teddy bear Easter egg thing. So, like, this teddy bear, like a random teddy bear is holding a Juggernaut bottle, and it's holding a freaking M1911. So we're gonna look at that stuff. We're gonna look at a bunch of other random stuff found within the giant, and we're gonna be looking at a video that someone actually uploaded where he had this like no clipping mode on the giant, where basically, you know how on theater mode you can sort of get into that free mode and just go wherever you want. This allows you to legit go through walls, go through barriers, go through absolutely everything. So he has access to these secret rooms. He can go close up to stuff outside the map, and it's really freaking sick. And once he was able to do that, he can get a lot of cool stuff. So again, we'll be looking at that stuff, and we'll also be talking about the possibility of ever using the M1911, and I guess this is the last point, DLC 4. Could we use this gun for DLC 4? Is this hinting at it for DLC 4? I didn't title that as the video because that's not the main focus, but I do want to mention that as well. So we'll talk about all that within this video. If we can go for 500 likes yet again, that would be greatly appreciated, obviously. Pretty interesting video. I haven't really made a giant video in such a long time, so thank you guys for that. And yeah, let's just get started here. So let's start off here with obviously the good one, the M1911. So I'll put it up on screen, a quick little video clip of him, or probably just a few images or so of him going outside the map, and this teddy bear is holding, I'm pretty sure it's a Juggernaut bottle, some sort of perk bottle, and then to the right, he's literally holding an M1911. And again, this has been here for a while, I would presume. I don't think they just added this, but it brings the question, why is that there? Why would Treyarch put a fully rendered model of the M1911, especially in the giant? A very interesting map. The first map from Black Ops 3 regarding the Origins characters. Obviously, the Origins characters, their storyline is going to end within Revelations. All the universes are bleeding together within Revelations. I don't know whether or not the giant was originally teasing this the whole time, with the M1911 being there, and then again, we all want a new starting pistol. We hate the MR6. Everyone hates the MR6. I don't think anyone actually likes that gun, seriously. It was fun for the giant. The Horizon Rocket got old, and then after that, it was like, what's the deal here? The M1911 for Revelations, honestly, I think is very possible. I think it could honestly happen. Let me know in the comments section below if you want to see that, man. That would be sick. I really want to see a new starting pistol regardless, and I think it doesn't necessarily need to be like new, like never before seen. But man, the M1911 or like the Colt M1911, that would be so freaking sick to see. And maybe this little Easter egg on the giant was hinting at that all the way since the beginning. Any other reasons for this being here? I don't really know. Maybe it's just a random Easter egg. Maybe they're just, you know, doing a little throwback to the M1911 and whatnot. But again, usually when Treyarch does this stuff, it's for a reason, especially if they do an M1911 pistol like that. I don't know, man. It seems a bit iffy. It seems a bit interesting that they would do that. So again, we'll see what the deal is. We'll see if this actually ever comes out to fruition within Revelations as a starting pistol, or maybe something as like a wall weapon or a box weapon within Revelation. I don't even know, honestly. I don't know why that would be the case, but it's a fun throwback weapon, man. It reminds us of back in the days. So that would be interesting. That would be interesting for them to do. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that. Now, moving on here to talk regarding the secret rooms and this PAW Easter egg and all of this crazy stuff. This has been talked about ever since like Black Ops 1, and it's really because of the fact that, you know, we have access to these rooms, but if you look outside a lot of these rooms, there have always been theories of different characters being in there. I'm going to show you a video up on screen first of the PAW Easter egg, and apparently within this tower that you can see from spawn on the giant, this guy went to the tower and he found these two paw marks up on the top ceiling of the tower, and obviously, you know, we're guessing that's from the dog on the map, and there are different paw markings around the map, but this one's very interesting because it's on the goddamn ceiling, so it gives us another question as well. Were these dogs originally like mutated to the point where they can just like walk upside down? Like, are these different creatures? Because the dogs that we know of right now, they sort of just, you know, walk on the floor and run and come at us like that, and we understand that. And obviously there are other paw marks around the map as well, on the walls outside the map, but this is in a tower, okay? A tower. Not like, how does the dog get to a tower? I don't even know. And then how is it on the ceiling? I don't know as well. So again, maybe it's a different creature that was once there. Not so sure. Is it teasing at something else? I don't think so, because I think this has been around for a while as well. But again, you never know what the deal is, man. You never know what the deal is. We're moving into Revelations, and the reason why I keep on mentioning that is because this is the map that really could bring every hidden Easter egg that we ever could have thought of together into one map and really like actually explain all the theories we've had. You know, Revelations is going to be that map. So the giant, a lot of the secrets on the giant that we never figured out, a lot of the stuff outside the map, a lot of these secret rooms that we never figured out what was the deal with that, all these theories, all these Easter eggs and whatnot. I mean, you know, with this universe bleeding together, it could very well be revealed within this map. And moving on again, there are just so many different things here. Also, there's another one I want to point out up on screen. And you'll see different videos. Obviously, the link is in the description to his channel. But here's a really interesting one. You have freaking Dr. Maxis' room right here, his office. And that's so freaking insane because, again, Maxis originally going to Revelations, where did he come from? You know, was he in that office the whole time? Was his soul or was his being in that office? We're not so sure. Like, was he announcing, let's say, you know how he does like on Horizon Rock, I'm pretty sure that's Maxis saying like, oh, rocket testing, initiating and stuff like that. Was he doing all that stuff from that office? And maybe that office is actually a lot more than we actually think here. It's, again, I'm pretty sure the guy said in the video it's around a teleporter A. And obviously, you know, some people would think it's like C because that's sort of like a main teleporter, or at least we think it is. But again, it's in there. It's outside the map. It's obviously due to this no clipping mode on theater mode. He got to go through and he got to find this. And it's very, very interesting because, again, does it mean anything else for the storyline? I think Dr. Maxis' office would mean something pretty crazy, pretty intense for the storyline. I just would presume that maybe again throughout the cycle of the map, that is where he's located. Again, at least his brain or his soul or whatever being he is on the giant. There's a whole thing with this fractured universe thing where each map is like a separate universe. Maxis is alive on one, not alive on the other. He has a brain on one, he has a soul on the other. And I'm pretty sure Mr. Rad Austin did this video very perfectly. He explained like every map has a different universe. So the giant having Maxis' little, you know, office here, is that going to relate back, and is that universe going to bleed into Revelations, and are we actually going to be able to go into Maxis' office and see what he's been doing this whole time, and see his commanding center, and really figure out like what is behind zombies? I think I really want to see like Samantha's side of things, and hopefully we see a lot more with Samantha as well, but I think definitely seeing a lot of Dr. Maxis' you know, I guess office and what was going on there, and him being on like the down low of zombies, because we haven't heard anything about him up until the Revelations intro cutscene, I guess, you know, and we finally saw him, which was huge. But other than that, we really don't know a lot about this guy, Dr. Maxis. So it's gonna be crazy, man. It's gonna be crazy to see what happens here. There's a couple other rooms as well within this, and I'll play probably those videos right now. They aren't really that important. Again, he's just basically going through every single like outside window, and then those windows sometimes lead to different rooms. I'm pretty sure I'll show you guys the image up on, well, the video. It's probably already playing up on the screen. There's this one room that he talks about. And this was a room that I'm pretty sure like the Gaming Revolution made a video back in like November or something about the secret room and this Easter egg going on. And it was again a theory from Black Ops 1 that you would activate this Easter egg and you would do like all these different steps, and this main room, it's in the spawn room. It's like to the, if you're looking at the spawn room and if you're looking at the clock, it's to the right, it's on the right side of the spawn room, and that building up above, and apparently you can just go there in regular theory mode, so you guys can check it out. Apparently it was like a thing where like, oh yeah, you get like every perk and you'll be able to go in that room and get all this different stuff and whatnot, and it never really came to fruition, obviously, but that was something that people always talked about. And again, maybe that stuff could actually happen within the Revelations. I'm not so sure. You never know. We haven't really seen any parts of the giant within Revelations. Obviously, they're doing all these remastered, remade maps and whatnot, so I haven't seen the giant, so I don't know if it's going to happen, but I feel like the giant, Dories in general, is just such a map rich with, like, storyline, man. It's such a crazy important map. I feel like there's a lot more they really need to explain and uncover and potentially add to that map by putting it within Revelations, at least, like, a room or two, maybe, like, the starting room, and then also, like, one of those secret rooms, putting that in, and really giving us a lot of depth stuff to, like, put in, like, all of like ciphers and insane stuff, really bringing out what the giant was all about. And again, the giant, we figured out everything on the map. Obviously, it's not, I'm not saying like there's hidden Easter eggs that we still haven't uncovered, but again, I think it's very possible for us to see a lot more of those come within Revelations. So I don't know. I find it pretty interesting. What do you guys think about me going back to the giant and just talking briefly about some random stuff here, vaguely, just you know, about the secret rooms, a lot of the PAW stuff. I don't know. I just find it pretty interesting. And again, what do you guys think about the M1911? I think honestly it could be for Revelations. I think it's very, very viable. The Mustang is Sally. It's a weapon we want so freaking badly for this new map. And just, I think in general, I mean, we're really sick of the MR6 starting pistol. We need a new starting pistol. I've heard the Matterz are being talked about to return. I've heard like all of this insane stuff. But I think the M1911 would be pretty cool. And is this teddy bear within the Giant, you know, is he teasing it? Like, is this a tease for the M1911? You never know, man. You never freaking know. Again, guys, Treyarch, they fully rendered a model of the M1911 and they put it outside the map. They do this stuff for a reason, and what reason is this for? Other than it being a starting pistol for DLC 4? I have no clue. I have no clue. Maybe it's just some sick thing they just want to do. It's just like, oh, let's just randomly put an M1911 there for no reason. And they could have done that. It's very possible that they could have done that. So, not ruling that out, obviously. But I just think it's so freaking weird that they just did that. And Revelations coming up. We're going to see a new starting pistol potentially. And the fact that Revelations is a map of all bleeding universes and maps coming together, this would be like the best time to see some sort of starting pistol like the M1911 bleed from a different universe into this game. And I don't know, if we do see some other stuff moving on to the Giant secret rooms, if we ever see some more stuff actually unveiled with the Giant secret rooms, and if anything is revealed, it's gonna have to be in Revelations. Like I said, guys, I'm not saying go into the Giant and like look at these secret rooms. I mean, I guess if you want, that'd be pretty cool. I think it's pretty sick, honestly, but I don't think like there's stuff on the Giant right now that we haven't seen already. Besides the PAW thing, the PAW things are pretty cool and whatnot. There are a lot of different really PAW marks around the map and in random spots, and I don't know, you check out the video in the description. It's pretty interesting how he looks at that stuff. But again, within Revelations, if we do see a version of the Giant, like a room or two, hopefully a lot of those really like bizarre Easter eggs are actually uncovered, and maybe they throw some more in and just throw some more to actually help us explain the storyline. Dr. Maxis, again, I want to see all that stuff, man. Let me know what you guys think about this. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Probably the last Giant video I'll ever make. I haven't really made a Giant video in like such a long time, and made another one, and that's probably it. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.